Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold, and the beautiful viewers can't fathom Bill Spencer making a lifelong commitment to Luna Nozawa by keeping her hidden in his home on the CBS soap. Fans aren't keen on the storyline spinning for Luna and Bill, but it could get intriguing with a game of hide-and-seek about to unfold in the Spencer mansion. Bold and the Beautiful had Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, telling Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, that he's laying down some rules. But how does one go about finding appropriate stipulations for a lethal house guest? Well, at least she is wearing an ankle monitor, so she can never leave his estate. But B&B fans can't see her abiding by that rule for too long. So to make a list of rules for Luna, he probably goes to the same rule book that somehow found a bizarre loophole for Bill to set Luna free in the first place. Bold and the Beautiful fans can't see these two playing checkers in the evening, while nourishing a father-daughter-like relationship. Hopefully, one of those rules for Luna states no hanky-panky with the publishing magnate. It's bad enough he brought her home under house arrest, but the last thing fans could stomach is a budding romantic relationship between Bill Spencer and Luna Nozawa. Bold and the Beautiful has Bill Spencer as a man who loves his family. But by bringing Luna Nozawa home, he could alienate everyone who means anything to him. So one huge rule is that nobody can know she is there, not even her mother. This is a rule of survival for Bill. Katie Logan, Heather Tom, would likely derail if she found out who Bill has tucked away in his home. Next, his relationship with Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, would probably abruptly end, with Katie undoubtedly forbidding her son to go near the house. Even Luna's mother, Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, and her aunt Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, would likely become aghast over his house guest. So there's a good reason that Luna needs to remain hidden. It is for Bill's survival in the world. Bold and the Beautiful has Bill Spencer in a sprawling mansion, so keeping Luna Nozawa hidden shouldn't be too hard. The guards at the gate can warn the publishing icon of visitors who pop up unannounced. This way he could tuck Luna away in some corner of his house. But this is Bold and the Beautiful, so while hiding might come easy, someone will become suspicious. Then the seeking begins. Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, could drop in for a visit with his dad and suspect all is not normal. Maybe even Katie gets her suspicions up after seeing something at Bill's that suggests he's hiding someone. So whoever lets their suspicions get the best of them will likely set out to find who Bill Spencer is hiding at his estate. This would be the one mess that the man with deep pockets can't buy himself out of on the CBS soap. In the world of the Bold and the Beautiful, secrets are more than just whispers. They're power plays, strategically crafted maneuvers, and sometimes, as was the case with Bill Spencer and Luna, they take the form of a thrilling game of hide and seek. The bold businessman, known for his larger-than-life persona, finds himself locked in an unexpected cat-and-mouse game with Luna, a mysterious woman whose presence has suddenly become a force to be reckoned with in the cutthroat world of the Forrester and Spencer families. Bill Spencer, CEO of Spencer Publications, has long been a man whose confidence borders on arrogance. His business empire, steeped in intrigue and unshakable ambition, has given him the luxury of not having to play by anyone's rules. He does what he wants when he wants, and if people don't like it, well, they can deal with it. However, even Bill's most calculated schemes are often foiled by an unexpected twist of fate. Enter Luna. Luna was an enigma from the start. Unlike the women Bill had previously been involved with, Luna was not seduced by his wealth or power. She wasn't one to be swept off her feet by his high-profile lifestyle or his charm. She was intelligent, composed, and far more complex than anyone Bill had ever encountered. She knew how to move in the shadows, how to control the narrative without uttering a word, and most intriguingly of all, she seemed to be the one person who could keep Bill guessing. And that, in itself, made her incredibly dangerous. Bill, Ever the strategist, knew that Luna could be a key player. Whether she was an ally or an adversary remained to be seen. As their interactions deepened, he realized that Luna was much more than a simple obstacle or potential partner in crime. She was elusive, like a shadow he couldn't quite catch. And the more he tried to pin her down, the more she slipped through his fingers. It was then that Bill decided to initiate the ultimate challenge, an elaborate game of hide and seek. The game started on a crisp winter afternoon at Bill's grand estate in Malibu. The Spencer Mansion, perched high above the Pacific Ocean, offered panoramic views of the coastline, but it was also filled with winding corridors, hidden rooms, and secret passages. Bill had designed the house to be both a fortress and a playground, a perfect setting for the kind of game he was about to orchestrate. Luna had accepted his invitation, though not without suspicion. She knew Bill was up to something. She wasn't one to be easily manipulated, but Bill had a way of making even the most skeptical person second-guess themselves. His request was simple enough: an afternoon spent playing a game of hide and seek in the mansion. Luna, intrigued but cautious, agreed. The rules were clear. Bill would hide, and Luna would have 1 hour to find him. If she succeeded, she would win a prize. If not, Bill would have a favor to ask of her. A favor she would have no choice but to honor. Luna agreed, but in the back of her mind, she couldn't shake the feeling that this game was more than just about winning or losing. It was a challenge of wits, a battle for control, and perhaps even a test of trust. As Bill made his way to his designated hiding spot, Luna stood at the entrance of the mansion, taking a moment to absorb the opulence of her surroundings. Every room was a testament to Bill's wealth and influence. Gleaming marble floors, ornate chandeliers, and walls adorned with priceless artwork. Yet, beneath all the luxury, Luna knew there was something darker at play. Bill had never been one to shy away from manipulation, and he wasn't about to start now. With a smirk, Luna set off to begin her search. Bill was no amateur when it came to games of intellect, but Luna was just as sharp. She knew how to read people, how to interpret their every move, and anticipate their next step. She quickly scanned the room, noting the slight twitch of a curtain that might suggest someone was hiding behind it, or the faint smell of cigar smoke that lingered in a nearby study. Bill had underestimated her, and that, she knew, would be his downfall. As the minutes ticked by, Bill grew more and more confident that Luna would never find him. He had chosen his hiding spot carefully, behind a concealed bookshelf in the library, accessible only by a hidden switch located beneath the antique rug. He could hear her footsteps echoing through the house, the sound growing closer, and then receding as she moved to another room. Bill smiled to himself, savoring the thrill of the game. But Luna was no ordinary opponent. She didn't rely solely on intuition. She also used her environment to her advantage. In the grand, sprawling mansion, every object was a clue. Every room held a secret. She knew Bill's habits well enough to deduce where he would hide. He was a creature of habit, after all, and even the most secretive man had patterns that could be deciphered. Luna approached the library, her eyes scanning the rows of bookshelves. It was a large room, filled with tomes of all kinds, from history to business strategy. She knew Bill often sought refuge in this room when he wanted to be alone. The question was, where would he hide in such a place? Her gaze fell upon a large, ornate rug in the center of the room. Without hesitation, she moved toward it, her fingers brushing the edges where the fibers seemed slightly displaced. A knowing smile crossed her face. She pressed down, activating the hidden mechanism that revealed the secret passage behind the bookshelf. As she stepped into the hidden space, Bill's voice echoed from the shadows. "You found me. I underestimated you." Luna stepped forward, her eyes gleaming with triumph. "You're predictable, Bill. You thought you could hide in the one place you know best, but I've been watching you long enough to know how you think." Bill stood up, the smile on his face betraying his respect for her skills. "I guess you won. But remember, Luna, This was just a game. What happens next? Well, that's up to you. In that moment, Luna realized that while the game of hide and seek had been a test of intellect, it was also a message from Bill. He was offering her a choice, an opportunity to be a part of something larger than herself, a chance to join forces in a world of power, influence, and intrigue. And despite all her reservations, Luna couldn't deny the allure of that proposition.